Oh man, somebody needs a diaper.
Window and it's flooded in my car. There's really waves on the road right now, guys. Like it's like a lake. Look at this shit. Everybody trying to flood their car.
New York City subway stations flooded as storms pounded the tri-state area.
Bag flooding here in Nanuet.
The water keeps rising. It's probably less than a foot from going in the window of this pickup truck in front of my house.
That's fucking crazy.
Flooding caused problems on several New York City subway lines as heavy rains pounded the tri-state area, with many areas under flash flood warnings Monday night. Service on the 1, 2, 3, E, F, M, and R lines was affected, according to MTA.info. Line 1 service was suspended across much of Manhattan due to flooding near 96th Street. Line 2 and 3 service was also suspended in Manhattan due to flooding at several stations, the MTA said. Video from the 28th Street station showed what appeared to be overflowing sewer lines and flooding the platform. Additionally, E, F, M, and R trains were delayed in both directions due to signal issues caused by flooding at Queens Plaza. Metro North Railroad service was delayed in and out of Grand Central Terminal due to severe flooding in the area. The Harlem, New Haven, and Hudson lines were all affected. Train service resumed with some delays around 10 p.m. Commuters were urged to delay travel until train service between Manhattan and the Bronx was restored. Other images of Monday's flooding show the storm's impact on Westchester County and New Jersey. Flash flooding in New Jersey. Horrific videos emerge from Plainfield, Scotch Plains, and Route 22. Public transportation in New Jersey faces delays. Locals posted videos of flooded streets and swept-away cars from several parts of New Jersey on Monday, while the Garden State, New York, and other areas on the East Coast were under flash flood warnings. NJ Transit also experienced significant delays. Due to Amtrak signal issues, NJ Transit train service is experiencing delays of up to 40 minutes in both directions between Penn Station, New York, and Trenton, the service said in a statement on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Severe thunderstorms and flash flooding hit Plainfield and Scotch Plains, New Jersey, causing widespread disruptions. The National Weather Service issued a warning at 7:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, as thunderstorms produced 1 to 2 inches of rain, with another 1 to 2 inches forecast. Rainfall rates of 2 inches per hour triggered life-threatening flooding in urban areas, roadways, and low-lying areas, according to the agency's latest press release. Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency Monday night as heavy thunderstorms quickly inundated parts of New Jersey. I am declaring a state of emergency due to flash flooding and heavy rainfall in parts of the state, Murphy said just after 7:30 p.m. Please stay indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Stay healthy, New Jersey. Rainwater quickly inundated parts of the state. On Monday night, flash flooding caused problems in Plainfield, prompting its monthly city council meeting to be postponed until Wednesday, the 16th, at 7 p.m. The meeting will take place at the Plainfield Municipal Courthouse, as usual. Heavy rain and flash flooding, which were still ongoing at the time of this article's publication, hit Plainfield just 11 days after the city was devastated by high winds in a sudden storm on July 3rd. According to Emergency Management Coordinator Kisha Bethia, the Plainfield Fire Department was actively involved in water rescue operations, while the police department assisted with emergency calls. High flooding was reported on many roads around Plainfield, especially in, but not limited to, the most flood-prone areas. Residents were advised to stay indoors. Shortly after 4 p.m., the city of Plainfield issued a flash flood warning, which the National Weather Service predicted would end around 6 p.m. The warning has been extended until 8:15 p.m. The flash flood warning remained in effect until midnight. There were reports of cars being trapped. Similar conditions were also experienced in Scotch Plains, where roads turned into raging rivers, carrying debris, trash containers, and vehicles. Rescue teams were deployed to assist in the evacuation of residents trapped in flooded vehicles and homes. Several schools and public facilities in the area were confirmed to be closed on Tuesday morning due to damage and ongoing floodwaters. Meteorologists stated that the storm was triggered by the confluence of two low-pressure systems over the East Coast, triggering sustained heavy rainfall. In less than 3 hours, some areas received more rainfall than they would normally receive in a week. This exacerbated already fragile drainage conditions, especially in urban areas with extensive impervious surfaces. In New York City itself, in addition to major disruptions to the subway system, major roads like the FDR Drive and the Bronx River Parkway were temporarily closed due to flooding reaching more than 2 feet deep. Emergency personnel used amphibious vehicles and inflatable boats to remove residents trapped in vehicles and basement apartments. The New York City Emergency Management Agency activated its Level 2 emergency response system and asked residents to report extreme water levels, fallen trees, and power outages. Several emergency shelters were open for residents whose homes were unsafe due to the flooding. Meanwhile, in Westchester County, several small streams overflowed their banks and inundated densely populated neighborhoods in Yonkers and White Plains. Residents reported water entering basements, damaging furniture and electrical installations. Several evacuation centers were opened, and food and clean water supplies began being distributed to affected areas. This situation also raised concerns about the spread of disease due to stagnant, contaminated water. Local health officials warned residents to avoid direct contact with floodwater and to use clean water for drinking. In other parts of the tri-state region, including Connecticut and Long Island, the extreme weather also caused mass power outages. Thousands of homes lost power due to downed power lines and poles hit by winds and falling trees. Power crews continued working through the night to restore power, but some areas are expected to have power restored within the next 24 to 36 hours. Utility companies urged residents to avoid approaching downed power lines due to the potential for death and to report any damage to nearby infrastructure. Meanwhile, relief agencies such as the American Red Cross and local communities are providing logistical assistance and psychosocial support to affected residents. As of Tuesday morning, the storm had moved northeast, but the threat of flooding remains due to saturated soil and an unrecovered drainage system. Weather forecasters predict light to moderate rainfall throughout the day, with the possibility of thunderstorms in the evening. Authorities continue to monitor the situation and urge the public to seek updates through official channels. Residents are urged to remain vigilant, avoid travel unless necessary, and prioritize the safety of themselves and their families. This storm serves as a reminder that the infrastructure of major cities like New York and its surrounding areas remains vulnerable to climate change and extreme weather. Local governments and related institutions are encouraged to improve early warning systems, drainage capacity, and community preparedness to face similar disasters in the future.
¿Alguien me está llamando?